Okay, so in terms of the setup, as I said, this is your previous sort of position, the sort of classic capital Y setup. Club, ball in the middle, left hand grip's going to be weaker as a result of that, so you're not able to sort of hinge the wrist correctly. When you did hinge the wrists, it got a bit bowed in that left wrist here, and that's as far as you can go back. So from an energy perspective, you're not going to get a lot of energy to the back of that golf ball. So even if you swung it really well from there now, 70, 80 yards is going to be kind of your tops, okay? Yeah. And if you try to increase that by sort of throwing this down faster, your body would generally then sort of throw back and away off the golf ball, and you just miss it. And they go, oh yeah, keep your head down, all that kind of chat, yeah? You can see on this one now on the right, okay, got the lead arm there and the club a little bit more in line. So we're getting a little bit more towards that lowercase y. The grip, as we can see now, is a little bit more visible with that left hand. Could it go around a little bit more? Possibly, but at the moment that's not a bad spot, and we're seeing the ball get up in the air a bit more readily available. Okay, now as we swing the golf club back, look at that backswing.
Yeah.
All I've just said to you is hinge your wrist. Your turn of the body hasn't really increased massively. It's got a bit more, but more movement in your left arm and hinging your wrist now has enabled that club to get back that far. Now, your follow through going forward here now. Now, in this case, it wasn't a bad strike. There was your follow through there. Not much movement there, just kind of momentum sort of throwing this around the corner.
Yeah.
Golf swing now, isn't it? Yeah. I mean, that went through a bit quickly there. You watch the movement here now. Good strike there. Your foot, now you can see how your foot goes this way. So your right heel goes that way when you do it. And I'll show you in a second how. So your right heel goes backwards and pivots round. Not a bad finish position there, but you've kind of done it. Watch my foot there. You kind of go out that way. Yeah. And when it comes back down, it's always going to be going that way. Yeah. So if you watch from here now, if I was here this way, maybe do it at home. Yeah. I'm rolling in and out. I'm not going and hitting that. So I'm not trying to spin the heel round. I'm rolling that foot inwards, the knees coming, and that's where we shift our weight with that left hip over towards the left foot there, and then you roll that right foot. And generally speaking, from what you were to there is a massive change in any case. Yeah. And we're getting some speed, we're getting some power, and when you're finishing up on there now, that's a full finish into a good golf swing, yeah? Now, a couple of shots, you had a bit more foot movement there. A couple of shots since then, we've had them where you've sort of fallen back on your heels there. Yeah. So I've done a little bit of that there, as you can see. But because 80% was going in that direction here, you sort of stayed on your left side there for the most part. Some of the bad shots you've had where you've missed it or topped it is when you've been leaning back on this foot too much. Therefore, you get up on the ball, yeah? So like a cricket shot or a tennis shot, like a high lob over this way, yeah? So by getting the body to move better, and I would say from a practice perspective now, is just getting the feel of that movement now moving that way, yeah? Just do that with your left leg and your right leg just to build in that sort of muscle memory over time. Yeah. Hey, joking aside, twice a day while brushing your teeth, or even just so if you're at home or when the kettle's on or in the office or whatever it may be, just get that movement as best you can, and it will definitely help just from sort of the movement patterns, and you'll learn that movement to the point where you don't have to think about it that much. It'll just become what you do. So when you swing a golf club on a golf course, you can focus about the thing you're trying the golf ball with, nice and loose with the grip pressure, control that club, and then, okay, I want to swing the golf club to here, or here, or here. You can just change that because you're thinking about the club, not what your legs are doing. Because if you're trying to think what your legs are doing, the club's just completely now, well, what's happened there? Yeah, you lose track. Okay, does that kind of make sense then? Yeah? Yeah. Very, very good. Let's have a couple more then, buddy, and we'll see how we progress with that one. Yeah, but just that lower half movement's going to be key. It's definitely giving you more energy. I mean, the top shot now, we've got about 120, 120 something like this. That's definitely in a good number in terms of distance-wise. So the more we can get that, and the more you can start moving the body better, less keeping the head down, and again, not too much tension in the grip, yeah? So lowercase y setup, get the lead arm and the club in line, right arm nice underneath, and then we can hinge and rotate through into that full finish. And Simon, okay, mate?